Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel here. So today's topic is we're going to protect a piece of vinyl here that I just applied to the Camaro. I just replaced the hood scoop here. I've been through like a few iterations with this piece, these vinyl pieces here. A Camaro doesn't come with one of these. I ended up putting it on there. The only one that came with it was the 2002 35th anniversary, the red one. It came with the black one in here, and I think the black one on that one is a matte finish. So I've been through a couple iterations. I've been through a matte finish, I've been through a glossy finish, I've been through the carbon fiber one, and now I'm back to the gloss black finish here. So I took off the first matte one that I had on here. That one had got some stains in there, and once I got the stains in there, I couldn't get them out because you really can't polish matte surfaces, because if you polish them then they become glossy. So then I switched over to a gloss black one, and the same thing happened with that one, and that one got like this weird, I think it was a bird dropping actually landed on it, and it just kind of stained and etched the vinyl. And then I had the carbon fiber one. The carbon fiber one was actually pretty good. I got it only because I wanted to see how the carbon fiber appearance looked on here, and it mimicked carbon fiber. But the only problem I had with that one, it was like a textured piece of vinyl, to kind of mimic the weave of carbon fiber, that when I would park it outside, like if I had a car that came in here for like a coating job, I would park the car out there, and then it would get dirt, and then the dirt would get stuck in that texture. And so I got kind of tired of that, and I was like, oh, let me just order some other ones again. So I ordered three. I ordered two gloss ones and then a matte one, and I'll just keep the other ones as spares. And so I reapplied it here. Very simple to apply this. I was a little off here on the edge here, but that's okay. Nobody's really gonna notice that. I was gonna try, so I did try Triple S here, and because I had another piece of vinyl that I wanted to kind of play around with. It wasn't the scoop, I just had another piece of vinyl, and I was like, let me try Triple S the way that they showed it on TRCMA. It didn't really work that well with the gloss black vinyl, because maybe I didn't put enough, and so when I was squeegeeing that on there, it started to get a lot of wrinkles in there. Again, applying vinyl takes time and practice. You gotta get your technique down in order to get it right. So I couldn't successfully use this. I wanted to, but I just couldn't get that to work. So what I ended up doing is I ended up just making a bottle of just some soap and water, put in here, sprayed the hood scoop area, and then sprayed the back of the vinyl. And then what I ended up doing is I had one of these little guys with the little felt. I've had this thing for a long time, and I just cleaned it off here. I have to clean it again. Then I put Triple S on here, and then I went over the piece of vinyl on here. I had the little masking piece on the top, so I went over with Triple S, just kind of smoothed it out, got all the wrinkles out. There's no air bubbles in here, so the finish is pretty darn good, and it looks great. So the next thing you want to do is you want to protect the piece of vinyl. Now you could use a carnauba wax if you wish. You can use a sealant if you wish. I'm going to go ahead and use Diamond PPF from Diamond Protech. This is a brand new coating that they released during TRCMA. They call it Diamond PPF, but you can actually use it on wraps. So if you have vinyl like this piece here, you can use it on here just fine. I believe they're going to change the name to PPF and vinyl on here. In the past, I've used Sequart Skin, and Sequart Skin is fantastic for vinyl surfaces. You can hear that cricket even during the day. But yeah, Skin works really great on vinyl surfaces, and matte or gloss vinyl pieces. It works great on PPF, and it actually works great on matte painted vehicles, because you can't really polish matte surfaces, and so that's where Sequart Skin can be removed chemically. Now I don't know if this can be removed chemically. I can't tell you how to remove Sequart Skin because I signed an NDA with CarPro, so you have to reach out to them and they'll tell you how to get rid of it, to remove it if you have a problem with it. So let's get to Diamond PPF again. Designed to work on matte and glossy finishes. You can use it on, I put this piece of tape on here to not let the air out, because I did use it on my dad's car. They had the PPF on the headlights. Let me take this off. So again, designed for vinyl and PPF surfaces. I'm not going to wear gloves. I recommend you wear gloves, but I'm just doing such a small area that I'm not going to wear gloves. So you want to just shake this because it's got the little beads. You can hear it. Which I already shook it, but the first thing you want to do is, I have a little bottle of prep, is to prep the surface with this to remove any oils that may have been left behind on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put, kind of heavy. Now they do recommend to use their dedicated body prep. There's something in here that kind of just does something chemically to the coatings in terms of prep. So just do that here. So when I recommend a diamond coating, just use their dedicated product when it comes to prep. And I think there's, let me see if I can get this here. Just get the edges here because there's still a little bit of I think soap residue on here. But no, there's no, sorry, not soap residue. But I was trying to say is that body prep smells like detergent. I don't know what they put in there. I really don't like the scent of it. Let's see if I can get all this off here because I think I got some excess something in here. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'll put that back down there. And so then we're going to use Diamond PPF. I'm going to just use this is an IGL suede and then a block. Can get that prep. Shake this. Now PPF and vinyl tend to be a little porous, so you're going to have to probably use a little bit more product in there. So then just go ahead and apply it. Let me get this out of here before I step all over that piece. Now I'm going to have to just take this off. Again, wear gloves. I'm not wearing gloves, and this is not a coating saver sheet, so just kind of be careful. I just did that to get into the edges. Because this block doesn't fit in the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit more because I can see being absorbed into the vinyl. And so I'm going to put another Now they don't mention any flash times with this. Okay, now that's better. It tended to absorb the previous amount I put in there. But there's no flash time. I can remember flash times. Actually, while it's flashing, let me look it up. I think the flash time on this is it starts to kind of sweat. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look at Diamond Protech. Let's just go to their homepage here. Okay, products. Vehicle body coatings. Let's check here. Quick body, diamond body 36. Huh. Interesting. I don't see it on their website. Diamond PPF. Diamond Protech PPF. We'll find it. Here we go. telling you these things. Oh, here it is, Diamond PPF. That's pretty good. They have 30% off introductory if you want to buy it. Okay, it's a 18-month of protection, single layer, perfect, safe for all gloss, satin, or matte films with altering original thing here. Application instructions. Okay, hand buff. Okay. Diamond PPF solvents evaporates. The PPF surface will haze. This indicates the PPF's micropores have absorbed the coating and are ready to buff to remove excess. Use an additional light source to control your work when polishing treated surfaces. It says 1 to 3 minutes flash time. So there you go. And I could see it. It's starting to haze already on here, and it does the little sweating effect. So I'm just gonna let it set up just for another few seconds here, because it's actually kind of cool today, and it's not that humid. So we'll let that set up for just a little bit more. But pretty straightforward. This should help protect your vinyl from staining and doing all that stuff. But yeah, it does tend to sweat, and I can see the sweat beads here, and so it's starting to do stuff here. And then I'll just let it set up for just another couple seconds here. But yeah, that'll protect your piece of vinyl long term. These lights do have PPF on here. I believe they do. Yeah, they have PPF. So you know, if I wanted to, I could actually polish that off, the original whatever was on there, and coat them. But I'm just gonna leave it like that because I think they have the diamond body coating on there. But you can put on PPF, vinyl, and you're good to go. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe this off because I can actually see that sweat effect on here, and we'll just take it from there. Now what you're going to notice when you wipe this off is this, unlike their other coatings, this feels slick. Flip it over to the other side. Again, you should be wearing gloves. I'm not wearing gloves just for this piece. I probably just cut my life short by like 10 years. So that's it. So we'll let that set up, and then I will show you the hydrophobics once this cures on here. That looks pretty darn, that feels good. It feels really good on the towel. Like it feels really slick. So unlike their paint coatings, this feels pretty slick. So that's pretty much it for the Diamond PPF coating from Diamond Protech. They give you 50 milliliters. If your car has a full wrap or a full PPF on there, this is plenty to get one solid layer on there, because again, PPF and vinyl tend to be a little bit porous, so they do absorb more product. That's why I applied more, because I could see it being absorbed into the vinyl with the first application. I came back real quick, and then I saw it to kind of just level it out because it wasn't absorbing in there. So if you want to apply another layer, just, I believe it said wait an hour. You probably won't need another layer because this stuff will go on there pretty well. So if you get a nice solid even layer, you're good to go. Again, if your car is fully PPF'd or fully wrapped, 50 milliliters is plenty of product on there. This goes a long way. It's got the little glass beads in there, so it does have the nano diamond in the coating here. So that's pretty much it. I want to give you guys an idea of how to coat a piece of vinyl. And then if, say, later on, maybe I want to move on to a different coating, because this is gloss, I can actually polish this, lightly polish it, and put another layer on there. Or if I wanted to, I could just do a chemical decontamination and reapply it if it's like a matte finish here. So that's pretty much it for that. I just want to give you guys an idea of how this coating went on. If I had a bigger piece of vinyl, I'd definitely show the full application on a full piece of vinyl, but even just a small sample size will be just fine. And then I'll show the hydrophobics of that. I'll just take the spray bottle and I'll show that to you once the coating cures for a bit, and you guys can check it out. So we'll see how this thing holds up. Like I said, we'll see if it is as good as Sequartz Skin. Like I said, I think Sequartz Skin is a great product for your vinyl surfaces. All right, so again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, everyone, welcome back. So I'm actually going to just show you the hydrophobics of the coating here. I just put a little towel there. One thing it did is it did retain its slickness, so that Diamond PPF coating is pretty slick. So all I'm going to do right now is spray some water on the surface, and we'll see what it looks like in terms of hydrophobics. Let me just go ahead and So you can actually see how hydrophobic that is. So that's Diamond PPF. There was still a little bit of soap in there, that's why it looks a little heavy there. In the spray bottle, I just rinsed it out. But you can see how hydrophobic that is. Real nice water beading on there. So I just want to give you guys an idea of how that looks. So now that the vinyl's got a protective quality coating on there, it should protect it for a long time, and it should keep this from being stained and all that, and make it easier to clean. But yeah, it looks pretty good in terms of hydrophobics. I'll give you one more last look here. Real tiny water beads on here. So that looks pretty good. We'll see how it holds up over time. Again, I don't really drive this car that often, so it should hold up quite a bit of time. They claim 18 months. Up to 18 months. Realistically, this thing's gonna last well over that. So again, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.